For more on the Supreme Court seat, we bring in House Majority Whip Jim Clyburn of South Carolina. Congressman Clyburn, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Well, thanks for having me.
Well, you have certainly been credited with securing President Biden's campaign pledge to nominate a black woman to the Supreme Court. Was that a tough sell to Biden? And what did he say when it was first brought up?
Absolutely not. He made it very clear that he was very sensitive to that issue. He understood why my three daughters and many other women of color were wondering why it was that we've lived all this time in this great country and never had an African-American woman been seriously considered for the Supreme Court. And that to him was something that he took to heart. And you may recall at the debate that came that following Tuesday, he made the pledge that if given the opportunity, he would. And the next morning, he expanded upon that. And he's made it very clear throughout the campaign, and I think he is going to do that at this moment.
When was the last time that you had a conversation with the president about this, and have you had any contact with the White House at all about it today?
No, I've had no contact with the White House today, and don't plan to have any tomorrow as well. I wrote a letter to the president-elect in December 2020, laying out my suggestions as to the kind of people and even the people I thought should be considered. And I'm going to let my sentiments rest there.
And you've said that your three daughters were part of the inspiration for your push for a black female justice. What message would that appointment send to them and other black girls and women across the country?
Well, it would say to them that they are finally being considered at every walk of life. It's one thing that say that black women are the backbone of the Democratic Party, and then you get around to making these kinds of appointments, and they're not even considered. You know, I grew up in the Bostons, and I believe it's your deeds that matter, irrespective of what your words might be. And so this will be putting deed to words as it relates to the judiciary. Now, I know that so much of this has fallen through the cracks. For instance, the president nominated 8 African-American women to the circuit court, and most of them don't know that. Most of the public do not know that. That's equal to the number of all presidents before him. And so I think that some of that is our fault.
And I want to get to Michelle Childs in one moment, but I just want to play devil's advocate here for a moment. What do you say to the critics who say the president should not limit the field of candidates based on their race or gender?
I would say our history ought to teach us what the president ought to do. The president ought to diversify the court. And he has diversified all of his nominations thus far. Whatever the number is, I forgot the number, but 42% of the people that he has nominated have been women. That leaves 58%. So women are still more than 50% of our population.
And as you just mentioned, you've advocated for Biden to consider nominating Judge J. Michelle Childs, a federal judge right in your home state of South Carolina. Why do you think that she's the right fit to replace Justice Breyer?
Because I think that she has the kind of work experiences and the background experiences. She is public school educated, a public university down in Florida State, I believe, University of South Carolina. She's been deputy director of a state agency. She has been a state workers' comp judge, a state district judge, a circuit judge, and a federal district judge. And she's president of the Judges Association. All of these judges all over the country. People have been talking to me everywhere I go. People tell me what an outstanding jurist Michelle Childs is, and that she ought to be considered for a promotion.
I know that you're a House member, and this is a question about Senate rules, but how concerned are you by this untested possibility that the vice president may need to break a tie on the SCOTUS vote?
I don't think that will happen. I've talked to the Republican senators from South Carolina, both Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham. They are very high on Michelle Childs. And so I think that both of them would vote for her if her name were to be put in nomination.
Congressman Clyburn, we thank you so much for your time tonight. Appreciate you joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.